Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again for another Tribulation Harvest video. Today we're going to be talking about Missouri River soap again, but it's not an unboxing video. And you should be able to tell that by the title of the video. It's a rehoming video. I have ordered from Holly, from Missouri River Soap, for so many years now that every once in a while I give soaps away, just so I can get through some of my stash because I just have way too many. And it occurred to me that I have way too many still. I just placed 2 orders and they were only weeks apart. So I'm going to go through some of my soaps, show you what I'm keeping and what's getting rehomed. So let's go through my favorites. One of the first ones, this isn't my favorite of my favorite, but this is like the top tier of my soaps, is I'm going to keep Wild Mint. That's staying with me, and I'm pretty sure it's a tallow soap because it's in brown wrapper. One of my new favorites, Lemon Balm, that's staying with me, and that was one of this recent order. I think it was this most recent order. On Blacktail, this came in one of my 2 most recent orders, so that's staying with me. One of my favorites is Anise soap, which smells like black licorice, and that's, I believe, tallow as well because it's got a brown wrapper. But check our website, I could be wrong. Pumpkin and Vanilla Bean. This is an unscented soap. So I need an unscented soap right now in the shower, so this is going to be coming with me in the shower later today. Let's see. And here's one that I've had for a while, but I haven't used it yet, is Vanilla Latte. Now it's got some of the same ingredients as Jitterbug, but they're 2 different creatures. Jitterbug, it's like so awesome. And then this Vanilla Latte. So I'll keep this one as well. I am Calendula Carrot. It's a sample. But it's so orangey and citrusy that I just have to keep it because it brightens my day. What else can I say? I love the smell of citrus. It's a clean smell and it kind of like brightens my day. So that'll stay with me. And here's another one staying with me. It's another sample, and this is Honey Bear. This is one of those that that I didn't order a full bar of, but had I known, I'm getting so attached to this scent that I think I'm going to have to buy a bar of it next go around if she has any bars left. I really like that. It's Honey Bear. Yum, yum, yum. I think that is it for what I'm keeping. So let me divide that up. Now, here are some of the things I'm giving away. And I have a few soap samples. This is an unscented soap sample. That's going to go. Tannenbaum. I have something on Blacktail, has a lot of the same ingredients as this, so I'm not so grieved over having to get rid of this because, I'm sorry, not get rid of it, rehome it, because it's got it has some of the same notes and fragrances of my On Blacktail, so this is moving on as well. And then there's, what is it? Bergamot and Honey. Bergamot and Honey. It's a soap sample. I like the scent of this, but for me, I don't generally, it's nice to get the soap samples in so I can smell them. It's almost like a scratch and sniff. I can smell them and say, oh, that is or is not something I'd want to order. But I don't generally use these because I would be using them like at the sink. I'd rather have a full bar in the shower rather than a small sample bar. So I don't generally use these at the sink because I use a pump at the sink, a soap, foamy soap pump at the sink. So I don't use these because to me it's like, well, if you've got really dirty hands and you're washing your hands with this and then you put it down to finish washing your hands, well, now you've got to rinse this off and you've got to clean the spot where the soap was sitting because it had whatever dirt or oil or grease or whatever or food that you had on your hand. It's now on the soap and it's now on the sink. So I don't bother using these, but they're good as samples so I can smell and know what I do or don't want for my next order. Okay, so that was my top tier of soaps that I had showed you before. Now we're getting into the runners up, where if I didn't have those top soaps, these are the soaps I would have kept. Okay, not that. Okay, we have Cherry Hill. And this came from my last order. Cherry Hill. We have, and this is one of the soaps in the sample pack. In fact, I think I have 4 of them from the sample pack in here. Harvest Apple, which just moving this around near me, I can smell the apple. So it's Harvest Apple. Now this, brown sugar and cinnamon, brown sugar and fig. I really like this one. I did, and it was a hit. It was a do I or don't I with this one. But it's nice to bless somebody else with a nicely scented soap. So that's going to be rehomed. I'm sacrificing on that one, but that's going to find another home. Here's another one that was in the 5-pack sample soap, which the more I smelled it, the more I liked it, but I have to draw the line somewhere. So it's Apple and Oats. You can see my review of most of these soaps on my unboxing videos, but this is a really good soap. So I'd say if you're looking for a lightly scented soap, check this one out. What else do we have? This was also in the 5-pack, which is pumpkin spice. So pumpkin spice is going. All these are soaps that if you go to her website, she should have a lot of them there, and they're worth purchasing. Like I said, this has no bearing on. I don't hate any of these soaps. I like these soaps, but I rank them on 1 to 10. And these are just my second tier ranking. Lavender mint. I think that might have been, no, I think this might have been 2 releases ago. That's really nice. Let's see. Cranberry limeade. That was a nice one. And I think the rest of these, yes, I think the rest of these are one notch below the runners up. So that would be peppermint, and the only reason why peppermint is on the giveaway list is because I already have a mint soap that I'm keeping. So peppermint's going to go. There's no sense in having 2 mint soaps. Calendula carrot. I've had this one for a while. It doesn't smell like the calendula carrot sample that I got, because this one's been around for a little while, and I think some of the citrus, I don't know how long this has been around, maybe 6, 8, 9 months, and I think it's absorbed some of the scent from the other strong scented soap it was being stored with, and I'm sure it's lost some of the citrus smell. So that one's going. This one's been around for a little while too. Orange Spice, which is a tallow soap. This has been around for almost a year, I think. Winterberry soap. That one's being rehomed. And this has been around for about as long as that one, I believe, and it's frankincense. Ooh. Almost went man overboard. Sugared watermelon, which was this last release. And I have 2 more left. This one I bought specifically for someone, so it's getting rehomed on purpose before I went through all this, which was, what is it? Autumn berry. This is the one that has, I'm not a berry person, but I know somebody who I believe is, so that's going to go to her. And then this other one was specifically ordered for her, and I just haven't had a chance to give it to her. And this was from like 3 releases ago. And I actually ordered this for myself, liked it so much that I bought 2 more bars, one for my brother and one for my niece. And this is the one that's going to go to my niece, which is Jitterbug. This is an awesome soap. It's my #1 soap that Holly makes. Now, I just have like 3 wax melts, because I don't do wax melts because it affects my asthma. I've explained it in another video. So, I have the Jitterbug wax melts that were specifically purchased for someone, and Heidi gave me 2 more wax melts as samples, and these are going to go to my niece as well. And this one is lemon pound cake, so that's going, and this one is fireside s'more, and this is going to go to her as well, because the nights in New England, for some reason, it's only the beginning of September, but the nights in New England are getting colder. The days are only reaching up into the 70s, and I'm like, what is going on? We lost summer way too early. But the people who like fall will get a nice extended season this year. So enjoy it, because I expect summer to last an extra month next year, so I can recoup the loss from this year. So anyway, that's it for me. So a lot of these are getting rehomed. I'm only keeping about 7 or 8 of them, and all the rest of them are being rehomed. So thank you for, and like I said, it's not because they're not good soap. It's that I have too many. Now Holly is going to have another release coming up eventually, whether it's in October or November. She's going to be having another release. So I need to make room for more soap, because I am not going to go through all this soap. So I'm just making room. And everybody who gets one of these soaps is going to be blessed to have this soap. Good quality soap. The scents are really nice. I just kept the best of the best for me. They don't get that. I get it. I paid the money. I get to keep it. But everybody else gets to have those. So thanks for joining me. Here's like the whole box full of them. Plus there's more on the table. There's more on the table. Thanks for joining me again for another Tribulation Harvest video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I gotta get all that out of the way. And I'll see you next time. God bless. Bye.